sent this tip in to me. I'll leave a link to his channel in the video description, and if you have a cool tip or trick that you want to send to me to potentially get featured on this channel, definitely just send it to derekgreplays@gmail.com. I'll leave a link to that address also in the video description down below, and it can either be a video showing what you want me to show like this one, or it can be just text and tell me how to do it. So you can see here how I have found one of these less steep angled trusses almost that's holding up the bridge, and this is how you climb the Urangel Bridge. So this gives you a very, very good vantage point, and I'll show you that there are actually trusses or these steel beams that go up at a steeper angle. Those ones you can't climb, and then a less steep angle like the one I just climbed here. And what's neat is that some of them allow you to also walk out in the middle like I'm doing here. Now I don't recommend doing this, especially in a competitive game, because although it gives you that first mover advantage, they don't know where you are, you just start shooting at them. Once they figure out where you are, well, you have no cover. I much prefer where I was before, where you have the cover if you're shooting one way. So for example, the truss that I was just on right now, that one would be best for shooting towards military base, because then you have the advantage of being able to duck just like I did. So I'm showing you, these are the steeper ones that you are not able to climb. So like I was saying, you have the advantage to crouch. And when you do that, you actually disappear pretty much behind this impenetrable steel column, which gives you great cover. Now I'm showing you what happens if you climb up the wrong way. You can see here that, well, what happens is you end up running into this little steel beam and you can't get there. So basically I climbed up as high as I could. I tried to jump across to that cross piece, wasn't able to do it. And now I'm going to show you that this is normally how you would do this. This would be great at shooting towards the mainland. However, notice that I'm not able to climb up onto the top of that steel plate, and that's where you really want to be, because that's where, like I said, you can crouch behind, then you can peek from there and hit people who are crossing the bridge. So even where I am right now is a pretty good vantage point, especially if you're using those peeking options. But you can see here that I was climbing up and unable to get onto the top of the that cross piece. So it looks, at least to me, like only certain parts allow you to do this. And you can see this one again does not allow me to climb up onto that metal beam where I want to be, because that's where, like I said, I can crouch and then engage people who are either coming from the mainland or are coming from military base. So you can see here that somebody took the buggy that I used to drive here, and unfortunately I'm not in my position, so I'm just going to go ahead and just start spraying them with the UMP and see if I can get some shots in. I also have a mini with a 3x scope hitting the buggy, and there we go, got a knockout on him. So unfortunately not able to just use the bridge climbing technique that I was just showing you, because they caught me after having just fallen off of the bridge. However, still a cool technique for sure. And again, a thank you to Blackout Mobile Gaming who sent in this tip. So thank you, and like I said, if you have a tip that you want to be featured on this channel, definitely send them to derekgreplays@gmail.com. They could be something rather simple like this, where it's not super hard to execute. I like these because this way you don't actually have to, play some crazy technical game in order to make use of the tip or trick. You can just, try this out in your next game and go from there and have some fun doing it. So if this helped you out, if you learned something, definitely give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends to help grow the channel, because I certainly appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed already, definitely consider doing that now too, for tons more PUBG mobile content, including gameplay, tips and tricks like this one, loot locations, troll locations, and a whole lot more, always coming soon. So my name's Derek G, and I hope to see you on the battlefield soon, or in my Discord server, which I'll also leave a link to down below.